You did what I'm saying. Good day. All dollars, I'm a counterfeit. Yeah, wanted money, I couldn't enjoy a class.
Alright, hey guys, we're back with another episode of Stan Wars. And today, we've got
Fawny, Rahul,
Kanji.
And we've got Tom. No, we don't have Tom behind the camera. It's just us three today. So we've got Carti versus Joey Badass. Let's see, is that Joey? Yeah, it's Joey. So because it's Carti, I decided, and we've got limited personnel, I decided I could just rock Carti by myself, and then those two could go against Joey. Could go with Joey. Link in the description to vote. If you haven't watched this before, it's basically where we pit two rappers against each other. We argue out as stans. So they might not be the biggest Joey stans. Well, we all like Joey, but like in this video, they're gonna be like in the role of a stan, and then I'm gonna be rolling the stan of Carti. In other words, my everyday self. Fact though. Link in the description to vote. You guys decide. So remember, fuck, I didn't say this in another video. Remember, the objective isn't for them to say Joey's better. For me to say Joey's better, for them to say Carti's better. You guys vote, and you guys decide who gets to the next round. So make sure description vote.
None of these are our personal opinion.
Yeah.
Well, his
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And I do like Carti, so that's a disclaimer. I'm a pretty big Carti fan, so if I go hard at Carti, yeah. Alright.
He's remembering those chance monkey comments.
Alright,
anyway,
yeah.
You guys kick it off. Why do you think Joey's better?
I have like a sentence really. Joey dropped a classic. Carti is Rocky's weed carrier.
Okay. Arguable, Joey has not dropped a classic. It's not a bona fide classic in hip hop. Secondly, Carti has literally created a whole Carti has literally created a whole genre by himself. SoundCloud rap as a whole today would not exist without Carti. Even the sound was helped with Carti and Mexico Joe. Thirdly, sure he hasn't dropped the tape, but it's hard to argue. It's hard to argue for somebody who hasn't dropped a tape, sure. But when his influence has been this big so far, and he's dropped this many songs, like he's got 100 songs out. That's more than Joey. I think more than Joey.
I don't know.
Not more than Joey.
Or I don't know.
I troll the Pro Era tapes, all
exactly.
the tapes. But it'd be up there with Joey. I wouldn't say Joey has a lot more than 100,
No.
107 songs. So like, people love to say and discredit.
But those are all masters and properly mixed.
But you shouldn't really take that away from Carti.
Yeah, shouldn't really take that away from Carti. So, like, people love to talk about Carti like, oh, he's got no songs, There's over 100 fucking songs you could listen to right now. So I don't know where that argument comes in. Sure, he hasn't got a tape, but I think his influence in the game has been too much right now. And objectively speaking, Joey has done nothing new. When Joey came out with 1999, I'm a big Joey fan by the way, but when Joey came out with 1999, there was nothing new about it. I could literally have listened to Big L and got arguably better punchlines and the similar sounding beats. I could have listened to another era.
Just triggered Rahul.
No.
No, I'm a big L fan. So like, I literally did that. I listened to Big L a lot, and I was like, why would I listen to Joey? Sure, I listen to Joey as well, but it's the same thing. And I don't know. I just don't think it showed the progression that he needed to.
I think you're placing too much importance on progression. Because sure, it is important, but you still do need people that are showing respect to the OGs.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like Joey is one of the only people that are really catering to not us, but to the older hip hop heads.
Yeah.
So like, if you watch other videos or like read about other interviewers that are like older and they're more into like your Nas's, your Jay-Z's.
Yeah.
They relate to people like Joey, or they can see in what direction his music's going.
Definitely.
And they really enjoy his music.
Yeah.
And people like us do too.
Yeah.
So what Joey's doing is transcending these barriers that are being created by people like Carti.
That's a good point.
People like Yachty, who are like segregating the hip hop community into the younger heads and the older heads.
But why is that a good thing?
Because I feel like he transcends
He's
all barriers of hip
universal.
hop. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that in a sense, but it's kind of like, why does that matter when Carti has? When you look at all the rappers who are coming out today, Yachty, Made in Tokyo, Uzi to an extent, have been put on or have looked up to Carti at one stage and looked up to what Carti has done, and then use that for their own aesthetic, use that for their own sound.
Like, you think sonically they all have the same sound as Carti?
No, I'm not saying so. Well, Made in Tokyo bit Carti's steez. Like, Carti is literally, Made in Tokyo is Playboy Carti light. Firstly, Yachty, not so much now, but to get to where he point, a lot of his earlier tracks, like a pre-Lil Boat, some songs won, were like kind of in that Yachty lane and took heavy influence. Like he's even got a song with Mexico Joe, or maybe multiple, but I know definitely one. And like that whole, like Yachty looked up to Carti. Well, when Carti jumped onto Yachty's Run It, like that song, Run It, which was helped to put Yachty on. That was like a moment. That was like, wow, Carti's co-signing Yachty. He'll go from here. So like Carti, like Carti's hand is everywhere in the SoundCloud scene right now. And sure, you can say Joey has transcended time, but like why does that even matter?
Well, so you're talking about Carti's influence, but I think you're being disrespectful to a lot of people in the genre as well. Because Chief Keef really was that one who was that boy at 16 years old just dropping tapes.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Set the platform up for Carti.
Yeah, I've done a video on Keef and I realised that,
Yeah. So I think Carti deserves this praise, right?
Yeah.
But to put it into context, there's
definitely
been so much around him to get
there, but definitely. But I think you take Carti out of the picture and there wouldn't be the SoundCloud scene you have today. Like Carti was the first one put in specific, like Broke Boy was the first true SoundCloud hit. You can say people put songs on SoundCloud before, but there's a difference between people using SoundCloud as their main way to get songs, as their main way to put music up, as their main way to branch their music, and there's a difference between that and people just put it on SoundCloud. Bones and stuff always put their music, like people like to talk Bones as like he's the first real SoundCloud rapper. I disagree. Bones is the first because Bones had his come up through other means. He was putting his mixtapes everywhere. He was uploading videos to YouTube. Like it wasn't directly on SoundCloud. Whereas Broke Boy literally only blew up on SoundCloud, and then a video got added later on YouTube. So that's what I mean. Like he created the successful formula on SoundCloud.
But to borrow your argument that you used in the Youngling versus Migos video, I think if Carti never existed, someone else would have. Someone else would have been that first person to really pop on SoundCloud.
Because tying onto what he's saying, because SoundCloud's really only a platform for music.
Yeah,
it's not the music
someone
itself.
Else would have been the
someone was
first
the
person to really make it on SoundCloud, and then so it's like we're kind of saying that he's not entirely but so unique that he's unreplaceable.
Yeah, I see what your point, but it's more than just SoundCloud. It's the sound. The Mexico Joe, the SoundCloud rap sound was created by Mexico Joe and Playboy Carti. The way to rap over that beat.
I
think the SoundCloud scene is so diverse now that you can't just pinpoint all those.
Chief Keef, Lil B.
This big variety of sounds on SoundCloud right now. You're attributing all of that to Carti?
No, not all of that. But the specific New Atlanta, New Atlanta sound, I think largely came from Mexico Joe. And to get to the point about back with projects, I don't think like Joey's music has showed any form of. I don't want to sound disrespectful because he's very lyrical, but it's kind of like, what has he done to be placed on a pedestal?
But see, like, you can use the same thing for Kendrick. What did Kendrick do to be placed on a pedestal in terms of, like, pushing the genre forward?
He created...
Good Kid, Mad City.
He created bona fide classics. The difference with someone like Kendrick is, Kendrick's been placed on a pedestal because he created albums that everybody can look at and go, hey, that's an album of a generation. That's what Kendrick has done. Kendrick has created To Pimp and Good Kid, Mad City. You can go to those albums. Those are bona fide classic albums.
So you're saying people can't be doing what other rappers have done unless they're dropping classics? No,
I'm not saying that. But we're arguing.
Then why are you dismissing Joey's work?
I'm not dismissing Joey's work. I'm just saying it has less. It tarnishes its weight almost.
I think you need someone like Joey in the scene. I reckon Joey is
He's replaceable though.
no. I reckon Joey is might just be the
Not
top
really.
MC in the game right now.
Because like
Earl
thing
Sweatshirt.
the thing is,
Earl Sweatshirt's insanely better than Joey.
the thing with
You
Joey,
think, wait, what do you think? Wordplay wise,
it's tough.
rhymes wise,
If you
tough,
say
it's
anybody
tough.
is better in the new school than Earl Sweatshirt lyrics wise, I don't
Danny
agree.
is very good as well.
Danny's very good.
I
I
have
wouldn't
Danny
place
up
him.
there.
I would place him in the
Earl-
new school. Earl,
That's true. Yeah. Earl.
I don't know. I don't know how you could go against Earl right now.
but tackling his kind of subject matter, he's
Kendrick.
definitely the. He's
Yeah, but Kendrick is in the new school.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I just had a good point before.
Vince Staples.
Vince Staples.
Vince Staples and
That's
Earl
a good
are
point.
probably on the same platform.
Vince Staples and Earl. And
And
Vince Staples does.
Joey is up there.
Joey is up there, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's just every time I watch a Joey freestyle, he kills them
his
more
freestyles
than
are crazy.
Yeah.
more than.
Like back to the replaceable point. I think it's more people don't want to do what Joey's doing because people want to do what's hot.
Yeah.
And I
can
think
see that
to
argument.
find someone
the
that's
next
replaceable
thing.
for Joey,
Everyone wants
that's so hard.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants to be the next thing.
Everyone wants to be Cardi.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone wants to be Yachty.
But it's hard to be Joey in a sense.
But it's hard to,
It's hard to
stay
spit.
relevant.
It's hard to spit and be relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's around our age, but the music that he's making is more directed towards older people. Even
Yeah.
though like we
I-
really mess with
I
it.
kind of I can kind of see your point there. Yeah, I can agree. Maybe he isn't replaceable then, but I'd argue what Cardi has contributed to the music to the rap scene specifically has been far more important. And his music represented something new. Cardi's music represented something new in a sense. It was a new sound, it was a new approach. Sure, it was influenced by Keith, sure, it was influenced by Rocky, but he added his own flair to it. What my argument was before was, what has Joey added that's new? You could not... Broke Boy is the epitome of SoundCloud rap. Can we agree?
Epitome.
What do you mean by
It
epitome?
created SoundCloud rap, but I don't think because if you're saying it's the epitome, you're saying that's the greatest track that was dropped on SoundCloud.
Maybe it's always gonna be objective, hard to say objectively.
Like EXO Tour Life. Come
Just say it's a big milestone.
It's
it's
a
a
mi-
milestone.
The
It's
biggest milestone.
It's
of
the
Sound-
biggest milestone for
Yeah.
SoundCloud rap. Like that more or less created what we know of SoundCloud rap today. So that's a moment attached to Cardi. Nobody could have recreated that moment but Cardi. What Joey's saying, what Joey's doing production wise, what Joey's doing aesthetic wise, what Joey's doing in that whole way has been done by better people before him. There's been better. What's Joey good at? Spitting. There's been spitters better before him, and there's been better spitters now.
I wouldn't say there's of the new school. I wouldn't have Earl like above him. I think they're similar.
close.
I think they're similar.
I'd have Earl above him. That's
Yeah.
just that's
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
person. I can agree with what you're saying though. Production wise, he doesn't do anything new, and he isn't doing anything. It's not like his production is next level. Cardi's production is arguably next level. Well, it was at least around the Mexico
progressive.
joint. It's progressive. It's very progressive. So it comes back to that Migos argument where it's like, do you prefer someone who just like hones in on what's been done before, or someone who's progressing? And so hard because Cardi hasn't dropped his fucking tape yet. But like, I don't know.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend, PLAYBOI CARTI dropping soon. But it's also like,
But I think it's just back to like the Yachty argument again, where like if Cardi never drops his tape, or like he just takes another 2 years to drop it or something, it's just like
But that's
it's just all wasted potential.
yeah.
I think the thing with Cardi is like he can wait 2 years and I think he'd still have a fan base.
Cardi will have a fan
As
base
long
for
as
the
he
rest of
drops,
his
like-
life, bro.
As long as he drops a track in every 2 months.
Yeah, Cardi's got, bro. Cardi
Or
could
a track, a
honest,
snippet every 2 months. Anything that
But
feeds you guys.
he could leave a legacy, or he could just
Yeah.
be like that.
that guy.
be that guy that just
That's true.
walked away. Yeah.
That's true. And I think you bring up a good point. What's Joey's legacy on the game going to be? If you look back, if we look 5 years from now, and we say, what did Joey do? Versus what did Cardi do?
Because I think Joey talks it like
The subject matter he tackles.
exactly the subject matter of what he
you
says.
need
It's
someone
quite
talking about.
important.
You can't just have everyone talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But what is it tackled now? I don't agree that his subject matter.
Random the free.
Yeah.
Land of the Free.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know. I don't think he's.
I feel like in this next album he's gonna go
He's
in on
good
the...
next.
Really gonna
His
go
next
on the
album.
political side.
Yeah, he has. I've seen his
But
interviews.
I think
and he will.
Kendrick is going to as well.
But
so-
Kendrick,
I don't know- I
that's
don't
what I
know
mean.
about
Like,
Kendrick. I don't know about Kendrick.
has Kendrick is it just gonna be another politically fueled album that's gonna be a less good To Pimp a Butterfly?
But I think Joey's music is more melodic than Kendrick's, as in catchier.
I wouldn't agree.
To T-Pap specifically.
T-Pap specifically?
T-Pap specifically.
Yeah, that's
yes,
Good Kid, Mad City. Yeah,
And Good Kid, Mad City was more a reflection of
the youth.
Kendrick himself going through
Yeah, definitely.
XYZ, whereas Joey actually talked about
Yeah,
all these issues and brought it to the forefront of hip hop again.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So
I don't know. I guess.
So I think like it's unfair to say that we don't need Joey because we have Kendrick. Like we need a Kendrick and a Joey.
Yeah, we need a Kendrick and a Joey. But at the same time, yeah, we needed Carti to get to where we are today as well, I guess. But I guess that's all. Do you have anything else pressing you need to say?
no, I think we've
I think
covered
it's
most of it.
It's a good.
It's getting more and more difficult these days to be straight up. I don't want to say conscious, but like
Definitely.
that type of rapper
It's so hard
and like
to become a conscious
not get
rapper.
hate.
Yeah.
I feel like people almost don't want to hear that kind of subject matter anymore.
Bro,
At least people our age,
People don't want it. Really.
Yeah.
which is interesting because
It came from there.
and it's not like it doesn't apply to us anymore.
It's
Like that kind of
arguably,
subject matter is
arguably more important.
it's
than
still
ever.
important. Like
Yeah.
and we shouldn't just dismiss it. Like you need the parting side, like you need that, but you
Yeah.
also need
People like Joey,
that
Yeah.
other side,
Danny.
like the serious subject matter, political or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
Like I think it's almost ignorant to just write them off completely.
I think that, well, he hasn't been written off completely, but
Because we've been seeing a lot of
There's a lot of
we
hate.
all know there's a lot of hate for J. Cole, and ever since Joey released the track list for his next album,
Oh, it's ridiculous.
there has been hate growing for Joey as well.
Yeah.
It's like the hate for J. Cole is
Moved over.
somehow transferring like because like, J. Cole's got a feature on that track list
Yeah.
as well. So, and it's like, yeah, I think like people our age might be a little too tough on these.
oh, 100%. People are far too tough on Joey.
Too tough on these. Like I don't want to be like defending J. Cole and get like completely
Yeah, completely hate
flamed.
it, yeah.
But like, yeah, it's like, yeah, we gotta have a variety,
Yeah.
both sonically and lyrically, and
Yeah.
that's it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Alright, Kanji just went on his own tangent there. He just went off. I just wanted to let Kanji speak. I wanted to
No,
let him
that was
speak
good.
his mind. That
Yeah.
was good. I felt that. I just wanted to let him speak his mind there. That was good. Maybe a separate video on that. Maybe a
Yeah,
separate
that'd be
video on that.
a really good video.
Kanji's feeling that.
Yeah.
Feeling that. Alright. Alright guys, make sure to vote. It's up to you who wins. Like, subscribe, follow me on all social medias. Fuck with your boy. We've got
Uno.
Angie.
Dylan. Link in the description. Thanks all for watching.
Yadiiiigg.
That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.